Hi, nice to meet you, Shy Girls.
Hi. We need hair and makeup back in here.
This is just such a dream come true to meet you.
Maybe I should interview you.
Go ahead. What do you want to know?
I'm here with, what's your name again?
Laura.
Laura.
Yeah?
What just happened?
I tried to drink some of the Red Bull, which I found really good. And it went through my nose.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Are you having a good time though, South by?
Yeah, I'm having a great time. Besides, I think that was the low point right there.
That was it.
Trying to start a professional interview and running off and having Red Bull come out my nose.
Well, it looked flattering.
Did it?
Yeah.
You're a really good journalist because you're a liar.
Right?
Right? Are you a country guy? Did you grow up in the country?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, like my family, they still live in the same, plot of land. It's like a couple acres, like 3 acres out in the middle of nowhere. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And were they musical besides listening to Alan Jackson on the radio?
No, that's pretty much it. They had like 2 albums that I would listen to with them.
Which were those?
The Judds and the Alan Jackson.
And so you start out in country, listening to country music in the car, and you're living in the country.
Yeah.
And so how do you get here, where you are? What did you start in like high school, messing around with stuff?
Yeah, well, I guess that, like the country thing was just like my parents. I was like really into Disney movies and Disney soundtracks when I was a kid.
Which one is your favorite?
I love the Aladdin soundtrack. That was probably my favorite when I was a kid.
You're gonna love this guy.
And I was obsessed. I was obsessed with Aladdin. Lion King also. Yeah.
Okay, so we're at country, and then the Disney movies, and then from Disney movies, I mean, everyone knows you. Sort of, they think Shy Girls R&B influenced.
Yeah.
You recently came out with the Brandy cover, "Sitting Up in My Room," and so when does that come in your life? Did you have a period where you were a long-haired rock and roll, heavy metal guy?
I did have that kind of a period, but
Really?
that was like after when I was pretty young, like post Disney. I was just listening to the radio because that was in like central Pennsylvania. You had like country radio and then you had like pop radio, and the pop radio was like all of the like what we would now call R&B, but it was really like R&B pop.
Okay, yeah. So Brandy and Monica and that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So that was just like what I listened to. It wasn't even like I sought it out. It's just like what I listened to. And then in high school, I was like super into classic rock. It was like Led Zeppelin. And,
Really?
Yeah, it was like, all music that was made before 1978, like just pure classic rock.
And how long did that phase last for?
A couple years at least.
And what did your hair look like?
It was big. I had sideburns. That go down to here like.
No way.
Yeah.
You must have stood out in school.
A little bit, yeah. Well, the other thing was I wore girls' jeans, like flared jeans. Like a classic.
You went
rock
full
kid.
on.
Yeah.
You know that movie Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, I looked like one of those guys.
That's what I love about these high school girls, man. I get older, they stay the same age.
So you're classic rock for a couple of years, and then you walk by yourself in a mirror, you see yourself in flared jeans, and you're like, no.
I gradually grew out of that and just into more like experimenting with production and sort of like getting back to my roots, I guess. And like I'd always been a fan of pop music, even when I was into classic rock, just like the poppier classic rock stuff. And it's just the idea of like crafting pop songs became a big thing for me. And I just like had a laptop computer and not a lot of like other gear or like a big studio, so I was just sort of producing.
What's your favorite line from Dazed and Confused?
I want to dance. Is that it?
So you're not going to go to law school? What do you want to do then? I want to dance.